Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Yeah, that's better. Welcome back to another video. This is Blue. Excuse me. This is Bluepit Stories, and this is your host Sarvartha, and it's been a long, long time. And like I said, I don't even know where this channel is going now. Um, not really invested in Chelsea to be regularly posting regularly uploading videos on just content that's not concrete enough. Not n- Nothing makes me jump off my seat or get on the edge of my seat and make me think that this is like something that really needs to be talked about. Because last we the last time we came on this platform to make a video was when Liam Rosenior got appointed, and I do not have much to add. I said that he would be a disaster of an appointment, not because, not particularly because I think Liam Rosenior is a bad or an incompetent coach, not because of that. It's just because any manager who comes into this project will be a disaster because of the owners, and that's a fact. No one can come into this project and have a sustainable future as a head coach. Let alone, like, we don't even go for managers anymore, right? We just go with head coaches, and I don't think so. This model can be sustainable or successful for any manager who wants to achieve success in the short and the long term as well. So now it's been a month or so, and I've watched all of the games that Rosenior has managed till now. So the first game was the best way to actually come into the job against Charlton. 5-0, 5-1 victory, it was good enough. Now, I would like to just talk on the last match we had against Paphos. Uh, Now, I've seen a lot of negativity post match related to the performance of the team, and also the fact that we've been criticizing a lot as a fan base on why has there been no prominent change in the style of play or approach that we have had in game. I do not think personally that there should be, because stylistically I think Maresca's approach or his tactics were not bad. I mean, were good. In fact, I should say they were good. This team was coached well. This team individually, they know their roles. It's just lack of discipline, lack of intensity and physicality when it comes to winning aerial duels, winning your 1v1s. Um, just the overall the pressing intensity, lack of discipline, the amount of games that we have lost due to red cards this season when Maresca was there. I could name two right off the top of my head. I think there were three, right? One against Man United, then we had another one against Brighton. I think there was this other one as well. So I don't think so. Style of play, a change in style of play is what is required for Chelsea to be successful or to be winning games constantly, week in, week out. And I would have to give credit where credit is due. You cannot, first of all, I have nothing against Liam Rosenior. He deserves the job or not, that's a debate to be had another day, or maybe down the line in the future. But you you cannot judge someone if he's not given a chance. And from what I think, I have to give credit where credit is due. And the fact that he has come in and been very pragmatic with his approach, seen his press conferences, here's what he has said. Now hold up. He has said that his goal is to win in the short term, and when you want to win in the short term, you cannot come in mid season when you're playing games every 3 days and try to imprint your style of play into the team that has been so robotically and methodically coached by Enzo Maresca. You cannot change that within 3 or 4 weeks, especially when you do not have training time. So, the best approach right now is to just have the positivity, have the intensity, have the energy up within the team, have this cohesiveness in the group. I think that is what he is working on, and I think that is what he's supposed to work on at this time, because we need results in the short term, no matter how we get them. I've seen people criticize a lot about the performance against Paphos, but I think we did well. Why is it so hard to say that we did well when we did well? Because we have been struggling to score goals against low block. I've seen many a times that, first 15-20 minutes of the game we start with a good level of intensity against low blocks specifically. We find it hard to break them down, and eventually as the game goes on we just fizzle out, and it just dies off. I think the players just lose a bit of hope and heart in the game that they can get a result out of this. The only thing that I saw different in this game against Paphos was that, the players were pushing and pushing and pushing till the last, up until the time they got the first goal. I mean, they got the only goal. So there's clearly a shift in mentality when it comes to that. So I have to give credit to Rosenior for that. You have to keep pushing when you're playing against low blocks, because see, when you're playing against a low block, you need to have a lot of individual quality in the team. You need to have people who can take on a couple of players, and you don't have the Eden Hazards out of the world anymore. Like, you really rely on a lot of system play and a lot of intricate passing, and it gets difficult against low blocks. And even Man City find it hard these days. I think Pep's Man City has won, I think, one out of the last 6 games, if not, or one out of five. So if you do not have that individual quality, so Pep has lost De Bruyne, one of the most beautiful passers of football in the modern era, right? He has lost him. He has lost that magician in the box, who used to create goals out of nothing. Positionally he was great, Gundogan. He was not the same player anymore the second time he came back. Lost an elite, very technical winger on the right, Riyad Mahrez. So, having lost all of those players and Bernardo Silva again, I'm drifting towards Man City to try to give an give you an understanding of how elite players are required to, when you're trying to. Just a second. Hey, I'm on a YouTube video right now. I'll call you. Bye. So that was my wife. Bad timing, eh? So what I was saying is, positional play is, uh, when it comes to positional play, you need to have elite players. When you're playing a possession based game, you need to have that sort of magic, in the half spaces, so that you can run into spaces, get past one or two players, attract two, three players, attract two, three defenders onto you so that you can create space for others. And Chelsea at this point in time, our forward line does not have that level of quality when it comes to elite level of dribbling. Garnacho, not that. He's clearly not that. Pedro Neto works his ass off, but he's not that. And Cole Palmer has been in and out this season. When he come on, it's very evident to see that he's struggling for consistency. So when you're playing against low block with that style of play, you'll definitely find it hard to break them down. And credit where credit is due. I think we did not lose hope. We kept pushing, and the level of physicality, intensity that we showed in the game was also like positive. So the best thing Rosenior can do to shut us all up is to just, keep delivering results. Again, like today against Crystal Palace, I just want to see I want to see us dominate them physically. There's a saying, you get the basics right, and then you build from that. I think this team, you know, falls short on a lot of basic things in football. And you have to get them right. There is quality in key areas of the pitch. Cole Palmer, Enzo, Caicedo. You have quality fullbacks, Reece James, Kukureya, centre backs. I'm not going into them because they are a concern, right? But still, that shouldn't be the only problem. That shouldn't be, you know, a factor as to why we cannot win 3 games on the bounce. Say against the Fulhams or the Brightons or the Sunderlands. Yeah, I'm not asking Chelsea right now to compete with Arsenal. What I'm saying is you have a good enough squad to play against the likes of these teams. Just get the mentality right, just get the intensity right, just get the physical aspect of the game right. And the only way for Rosenior to shut us all up is to deliver results now. I am not going into the performance. And it's true when he says that he will need time to imprint his philosophy, his style of play. Don't even know what that is, to be very honest. I'm playing dumb right now. I'm expecting something maybe next season, but I'm buying into what he's saying just for the sake of some positivity. And let's just say he has a philosophy, he has a style of play, and he wants to imprint that on the team. You cannot do that mid-season, and that's pragmatic. That's practical thinking. Imagine being like Ruben Amorim, like being so stubborn. Nah, you have to do this. You have to do it this way. I'm playing three at the back, no matter what. No matter even if you're playing against 10 men. Even if you're playing against Wolves, I'm playing this style of play. No matter who the personnel is on the pitch, doesn't work that way. One thing that is said is I need to adapt to my players' strength. That is on the money, on point. You need managers to adapt to the player's strength, especially when you're walking into a model where the coach hasn't got any license to sign the players that he wants. Going by that, I think Iqbali and the others are taking all of the decisions when it comes to signing these kids, these players. So the coach has to adapt to what their strengths are, and I think that is an approach that is the right approach for this model. But then again, like at the end of the day, I want the ownership gone, and nothing takes away from the fact that I want the ownership gone. Like that's an underlying like truth. I just don't want to come on this platform and say Bluco out. I don't want to repeat myself. It's laid ba- it's laid out before everyone to see. Everyone can see that the ownership is the problem at Chelsea. So just let them, just wait for them to just keep on protesting. I think there's gonna be a protest again. The first one was a shambolic one. Like really, just learn something from the Strasbourg fans. I think they did a good job at their protest. We need to show up. We need to show up. The match going fans, especially, they need to show up outside the stadium and raise their voice in large numbers, not 300, 400. We need tens of thousands to actually show up and make a difference week in, week out. So, yeah, my predictions against Crystal Palace, I have none. I have none, and I'm happy to have none. I'm happy to have no predictions at all. Just watch the game with an open mind, take the result as it is. Anyway, peace out, guys. Bluco out. See you in the next one. Bye.